Up for sale is this 2008 Land Rover LR3 V8 SE with 134,000 miles. We're going to do a walk around and see what this rig has to offer. So immediately up front, I've upgraded the front headlights. They were originally halogens and they've been upgraded to the xenon headlamps, and it's been programmed to recognize those, so it behaves nicely. In addition, the hood has been repainted. It was heavily oxidized, and the new paint has been applied, and the whole vehicle has been waxed, of course. Along the top, we did not paint anything up here. This is where the most, I'd say, paint oxidation and age shows a little bit, but if you're always standing from the ground, you don't see it a whole lot. So stepping back a little bit, it has Cooper Discoverer tires. They're probably about midway through their life, and no major flaws with them all around. No major dents or scratches to speak of on this side. Along the top there's starting to see some oxidation, but you have to look really close to notice it. So we move along to the back. Again, the back looks pretty straight, very nice. The imperfections to note: some scuffs on the plastic bumper. This rear tail light, it has sort of this kind of shatter look going on with it, but structurally I've pushed on it. It's not going anywhere. It's also still waterproof, so there's no water intrusion to speak of. The right tail light is just fine. Let's go along this side. Similar oxidation is the other side along the top. Down below, paint's in good shape. Wheels and tires in good shape. The one dent to note, you can barely see it. With a little indent right there. These panels look fine. Along the front bumper, some imperfections to note. There's some marks up front. Upon waxing, these cracks showed out. Well, let's take a look inside. Right inside, you have the ebony black interior. The seats, only imperfection to note, there's a small tear right there, and there's a similar one about the same size on the passenger side. Everything is fully functional. We'll go ahead and start the vehicle. That is, if I can find the key. Along the center dash, so the center screen has been upgraded with an Android system. It gives you 2 USB ports down below, an auxiliary in the dash. There's also a backup camera that's not hooked up that could be. Just didn't bother with that. And of course, Bluetooth and phone connectivity. The microphone is right there. All right. Right up. 133,926 miles on the clock. Over here you can see the Android screen, and it has your standard music, Bluetooth, So the way it works is any sound gets routed to the stereo as auxiliary. So this is still the stock stereo. The auxiliary port's just being used for this guy. And so I'll hit auxiliary, play some music. Well, hitting play on the music stops the recording, so that's not helpful, but you'll have to take my word for it. The music does come out. Transmission, it's a 6-speed automatic. Put it in drive. This puts it in sport mode. And then you can select shift up and down from there to command shift the gears. The terrain management system is fully functional. You have high range and low range 2-speed transfer case. You have the 5 different terrain response modes. I'm just cycling through them for you. Back there, and I'll lower the suspension. The vehicle's lowering. I'll bring it back to normal. It's raising. It's up to height. Raise it again to off-road. Now we're at off-road height. Electronic parking brake was originally non-functional on this vehicle. And it's been replaced with a brand new OEM parking brake module that was a little over $900 in the module alone. The brakes have been completely replaced in the rear. New rotors, new pads, new drum brake shoes and hardware. I'll demonstrate that the parking brake is working. There you go, it's on. I'll turn it off, it's off. Okay, so I think that's everything as far as the terrain management system goes. On the stereo, I'll switch to the radio. It's a decent stereo. Down below, so this vehicle does have the winter package, so that comes with heated seats, which are activated by these buttons here, passenger and driver. It also comes with a heated windshield. Now although it has the heated windshield function, this is a heated windshield. It doesn't have the elements within it. The windshield itself, it's completely flawless, but if you ever do get a new windshield, this will presumably work. It'll turn on now. Right now it's 76 degrees outside. The AC is blowing nice and cold, keeping me comfortable in here on this sunny day. The heat works as well, of course. Now I'll take you under the hood. So it has the 4.4 liter AHA V8 purring very nicely. I put in a brand new coolant reservoir here, as the float in these sinks over time, and then it gives you false coolant low messages. So you'll never have to worry about that, at least for the next 100,000 miles. Battery is located in here. Air filter. No leaks to speak of. It's been parked in my driveway for weeks and nothing underneath it. Alright, let's do a walk around of other areas of the interior. All the windows of course work. That noise that you just heard in the background is the air compressor of the suspension filling back up after raising and lowering, and it's fairly quiet. I have a 2005 LR3 personally, and for some reason the compressor on that one's a lot louder. I think they had different styles, and this might be the improved style one. The back seats, pretty flawless condition. There's a little white paint right here that'll probably scratch off if it really bothers somebody. The back has the available third row seats, so it's going to be raised and lowered. Climate controls for the rear passengers. Two more sunroofs. And here's the view from the back. Overall, this is a very clean, very nice driving example of a Land Rover. 100% functional with a couple of upgrades to keep it relevant in the 21st century. These are rigs I would take off-road anytime out in the boonies. They do fantastic. Personally, with these rigs, there's a lot of computers in them. I highly recommend getting a Gap IID tool with one of these if you were to do any off-roading or overlanding out on the trail. You never know, sometimes a wire bumps loose or something and the car gets mad, and instead of having to limp it home, sometimes you can just do a quick reset with that tool and you're good to go again. But yeah, so 2008 Land Rover LR3. This would be a fantastic vehicle for anybody that wants a highly capable off-road ready SUV, or if they want to conquer Whole Foods parking lot, this thing will do just fine there too.